Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another video. Welcome back all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So this is the set of nails I'm going to create in today's video, and these are the products that I'm going to use. I'm going to use my XXL Low Curve Nail Tips, and all the acrylic I'm using is from Glitterbels as usual. So I normally don't show me putting on the tips. I would always have the nails prepped and the glass slippers base already put on, but I thought I would go ahead and show you my new tips. So I use two products when I'm putting on any nail tips. I use Glitterbels Effortless Adhesion Glue, and then I use a brush on activator, and that just helps to set the glue instantly. It just means that you don't have to hang around holding them down for 5 to 10 seconds. It's so much quicker doing it this way. And I will always do it this way, whether I'm putting tips on myself, tips on my clients, or if I'm using any of my practice hands from my videos. I always use the two products. That's the tips all applied, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the shine and I call them the ears of the tips. It's the little corners of the tips. I like to make sure that they're really nice and flush. You do not need to blend these tips, but sometimes I personally feel that you do need, with any type of tip, there's always these little ears that I call that I say that stick out sometimes. So I just like to make sure that it's completely nice and flush. And then all I'm going to do is go over the rest of the nail tip with my e-file and a sanding band just to remove the shine. So there we go, all ready to go. The colours that I'm using today, two of them are new colours that I don't think I've used in any of the videos before. And the first one is Nude Blush Cover, which I'm going to use as my nail bed cover, and the other colour is Pistachio, which I don't think I've used in any sets as well. So I did think that I would experiment a little bit and thought I would try the Nails by John monomer with the Glitterbels acrylic, but even though it is a slow set monomer, unfortunately for me, the Nude Blush Cover kind of works the same as the cashmere cover, so I'm a little bit about that. But it's first time I'm using it. We'll see just how I get on with doing this set. So I'm going to bring this down to about 2/3 of the way down the nail, and then I'm going to cut it off in an angle. It's just starting to mattify, so I'm going to go in with my little craft knife and just cut that diagonal line, and then I'll go in with the nail bed cover onto my pointer finger. So onto the pointer finger now, and I'm going in with the first bead, and that's going to create my extended nail bed. So I just place it more or less where my natural nail ends and the tip begins, and then just using the sides of my brush, I just push up the sides of it, just creating a wall that I can butt up the next colour to. So the next bead that I'm going to go in with is going to be my cuticle and my apex bead. And one of the things that I've found with using this nude blush colour, whenever you try and layer it up a little bit, it kind of gets darker and darker, and you start to see different colors show in it. You maybe can't see it too much in the video, but when you see it, you know, in real life, you can see the different colors just starting to appear. It's a bit strange. So onto the ring finger now, and in with the Dusty Rose cover up at the cuticle area. So I did go in initially and do this as like a diagonal line. Sorry, that was a motorbike going past. But then I decided to change it up a little bit and wanted to go in more of a wavy pattern, just to just be a little bit different. But you can see again, whenever I put the two beads beside one another, it's very, very hard to blend them together. And this is where I'm talking about, whenever you start to layer up this product, it changes color and it gets darker as well. So I hope you can see it just a little bit on this finger. You can see it more. But yeah, that's just something to think about, guys, if you are going to be using this color. Onto the middle finger now, and this is just going to be a full coverage of the Fairy Crush. The crushes with Glitterbels are probably my favourite glitters of all time. I have saw the not polished ones, the OMG ones from Not Polished, and they absolutely look gorgeous. So I think I might have to have a little purchase of those. Onto the thumb, and I'm going to do a full coverage of this colour Pistachio. It's a gorgeous, it really is like a gorgeous lime green. I love it, and it does have like a little shimmer going through it, like a pearlescent shimmer going through it. And just to break it up though, I am going to go in with some of the Fairy Crush just in a little swirly line pattern just over it. Going back to the pointer finger, and the Dusty Rose cover has cured, so I'm just taking my hand file and I'm just crisping up that extended nail bed area so that I can go in with my next colour. So the next colour I am going to use, it's going to be Snowdrops White, and I'm just going to do a really, really thin sliver of it. Snowdrops White from Glitterbels probably isn't one of my favourite ones from Glitterbels. I think it's, well, it's a good thing that it's really, really pigmented, but I think there's so much white pigment in it and not enough of acrylic. So it like really, really absorbs all the monomer, and it stays really, really fluid, and it can be quite hard to control sometimes. So I think my favourite white of all time has been the Perfect White from OPI. I love it. I went back to the thumb before I went in with the Snowdrops White, just to place that Fairy Crush on, so that while the Snowdrops White is starting to cure, I can go in and cap the rest of the nails so that they can start to cure and I can get them filed. So in with the Snowdrops White, and you can see it is just a small amount that I'm using to just go around that smile line. I'm not going to worry too much if it goes over the Dusty Rose cover, because they're both core powders, and I'm going to be going over it anyway with my e-file just to crisp everything up. There's so much going on with this set, so many layers to it that I need to cure in between so that I can file them. So I am going to be going quite back and forth from all the nails. So please bear with me. So on now with more of the Snowdrop White and onto the ring finger. So I'm just going to place this more or less in the same shape that I placed the Dusty Rose cover, but I'm just going to carry one side of it right down, right towards the free edge. In now with the Fairy Crush, and I'm going to butt that up to the Snowdrops White, and then I'll go in with some of the Pistachio and I'll carry that down, just leaving a little corner at the very bottom right hand of the free edge, which I'm then going to fill in with the Dusty Rose cover. So back again now to the little finger, and in again with some more of that Snowdrops White, and I'm just going to use my little craft knife to cut a very thin line of that Snowdrops White. By the time I had done all those other frittery little bits once the Snowdrops White on my pointer finger has cured, so I'm getting in with my hand file again just to crisp up that line, and I'm going to go in now with some more of the Fairy Crush. And maybe not, I went in with the Pistachio back to the little finger. Honestly, I think sometimes whenever I you know, even though it's like a few hours in between from I've done these videos, from I've done the nails to I do the voiceover, I literally forget which order I went in. So yeah, so I went back to the little finger and went in with the Pistachio. So once that starts to mattify, I'll go back in with my little craft knife and just cut the same diagonal line as well. So back to the pointer finger now and in with the Fairy Crush. I'm only doing the Fairy Crush very, very thinly because I am going to cap this with the glass slippers so that whenever it comes to filing it, I'm not going to lose any of the glitter, and especially with the Dusty Rose cover and the Snowdrops White being core powders, it means that I won't have to cap the rest of the nail as long as I'm capping the colours and the glitters in between. So I went back in with some more Snowdrops White just to do another thin line of it, and now I'm going back in with some more of the Fairy Crush just to finish off the rest of this nail. Again, I'm putting it on nice and thin because I am going to cap over it with the glass slippers. You'll be sick of me saying by the end of this video, back to the pointer finger, because this finger has got so much going on to it. But yeah, so the Fairy Crush and the glass slippers has now cured, so I'm back with my hand file just crisping it up, and then I'll go back in with some more of the Snowdrops White just to finish that section off, and then I'm going to move into another section on that nail. So it really does feel like this nail is taking forever. So yeah, back in with the Snowdrops White. I am not worried that I'm brushing over the top of the glass slippers and the Fairy Crush, because as soon as I go in with my e-file just to crisp everything up, that's going to leave really, really nice clean lines. While I'm waiting on that last layer of the Snowdrops White and the pointer finger to cure, I'm going to go ahead and cap the little finger, and that will be that nail finished. And all I need to do then is file and shape it. And while I'm at the capping, I'm going to go ahead and cap the rest of the nails, bar the pointer finger. The next step in the pointer finger was to go in with some of the pistachio, and my little studio is so warm at the minute because I've got my heater on, Because it's north facing, it can be quite cold in the afternoon. So the heat is like basically curing the acrylic so quick. So it has left acrylic on the actual nail tip. So I'm going to go in once it has cured with my file just to remove it. I think I do use an e-file just to remove it all so that I don't get any of that pistachio shown under any other colour that I put on next. Back to the pointer finger again and in with some more of the Snowdrops White just to create another little sliver. It's almost like a little French smile line in the middle of the nail. Yay, last part of this nail, and I'm going to end now with the Dusty Rose cover. I almost feel like putting my hands up and going whoop 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 whoop. It just seemed to take forever to do this nail. So now that I have all the acrylic on, and while it was taking forever to do this nail and in between, I did start to file and shape the rest of the nails just to keep the length of the time down. But so yeah, I'm only going to be able to show this nail being filed. So to get those all those different layers that I've put on this nail, to get them nice and crisp, I'm going over with my e-file and my 5-in-1 e-file bit, and that's just going to show just really nice crisp clean lines. So here they are, all filed and shaped, and now I'm just going to give them a quick wipe over with some alcohol just to remove any of the dust and debris, and it's top coat time. So the nails should really start to come to life, especially the Fairy Crush. Once that gloss top coat hits it, it will just sparkle. You can see on the little lint-free pad I've already laid out the pattern of the rhinestones that I'm going to place on the middle finger, and I also go ahead and place some rhinestones on some of the other nails as well. So that is all that's left to do on these nails after I've applied the top coat. And to adhere the rhinestones, I use my rhinestone glue, which I absolutely love, and it's from Tenator, and I just got it off Amazon. It's amazing. So I'm going to let you watch the rest of the video, and I will come back just before the end. And here is the finished set. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thanks for watching. And of course, all my lovelies, regulars, thank you for watching as well. But if you are new, why not hit that subscribe button and you won't miss any more of my videos. And I will be back with another video. So take care. See you soon. Bye.